What's up, YouTube? Northeast Ohio Sports Cards here for something a little different. See how you guys feel about this. So today we're going to talk about it might be the best, I don't know, one of my best investments card-wise this year. You will never guess what it is. I spent $110 on this back in the spring, probably around April. It was early pandemic. And they're now going for about $1,000. This is 9x, 10x my money in a few months. By far one of the best things that I've had this year. So what I want you to do is guess down below what you think it is. Bought in April for $100. And today they're going for about $1,000. I will give you a hint. It's sealed wax. And it's not a sports card product. I know. Wild. We'll get into it in just a second. So YouTube nonsense down below. Like, comment, sub, all that jazz. All right, you guys ready? Did you guess? Did you smash the like button? All that stuff? I don't think you're ready. This guy right here. Anyone remember these from when they were a kid? Hell, half you guys probably are kids. Yeah. Marvel Universe Series 1 from 1990. So we're going to have a little story time here for a second. So, early pandemic, obviously, into the whole sports cards thing. And I started thinking about comic books. And I picked up some graded comic books, CGC 9.8s, some classic X-Men stuff, nothing crazy. Nothing over $100. I bought some stuff that's super not valuable, like, X-Men #1 Jim Lee covers, the 4 covers that went together and formed one, just because, when I grew up in the 90s, that was it. Going to the store every week and checking the comic book rack. So I remembered as a kid that I was huge into Marvel trading cards, and I still have my original binders of Marvel trading cards. Ooh, minor camera issue there. But anyways, like I was saying, I have my Marvel cards in their original binders. They are beat to hell, the cards and the binders. But I had fond memories of them when I was a kid. I said, you know what would be fun? I'm locked up in the house. Let's see if I can track down some sealed boxes. I checked eBay. I found a couple, but I didn't pull the trigger. I hemmed and hawed. They were kind of expensive. These were about $150 to $175 on eBay. Checked Facebook Marketplace. What do you know? Someone 10 miles away was selling this for $110 firm. I messaged him. I was like, this is $40 cheaper than eBay comps. Perfect. Met him that morning. Got it. Got it home. Was like, I don't know that I want to open this. I wanted to open it. It took everything I had not to open this. So I set it on the shelf. So that's not the set that got me into it. Series 2 was. That's these boxes. So I said, well, I got to get a Series 2 box. Of course. So I went on eBay. I bought a couple Series 2 boxes. The Series 2 boxes I got for about $65 to $75. I bought 2 of them. I got one of these, Series 1, picked up 2, Series 2. Today, a Series 1 box is $1,000. Almost $1,000. $990. Series 2 boxes are over 200, going to 250, and some have even sold for 300. I did not realize they were going for this much. I'd originally been tracking Series 1 boxes because I really wanted another one because I wanted to open one really bad. And right after I got mine, they got a lot more expensive. They were going for about 300, 350. And I was like, nah. So I stopped following the eBay listings for them. Messed around following Series 2 for a while, but they got over $100. I'm like, I already got 2 for 75. I don't want to go crazy here. Forget this. Moved on. Forgot about them. Recently, with the craze of non-sports cards really catching fire lately, Pokemon's been going crazy. A bunch of other stuff's been going crazy. WWE cards, UFC cards, boxing cards. I mean, you name it. If it's graded in a PSA slab, they've been going nuts. So what do I find? Let's transition over to the other desktop here. So I decided to look them up on 130 point. Oh boy. Here we go. So here's the last few sales. Someone just put a run on these actually. $989, $989, $959, $929, $1,200, $850, $900, $900, $800. And you may be saying, what the hell? Why are those going for that much? Let's look at Series 2 really quick. 200, 200, 300, 200, 225. Actually, disregard that. Those are for loose packs. Do not buy loose packs of these. 300, 229, 325, 230. So you can see tons of sales of these over the mark. And I'm going, what the hell is going on? Well, what the hell's going on is this is what the hell's going on. So this is the Spider-Man card out of the Series 1 box. PSA 10. $465 with 37 bids and 3 hours and 34 minutes to go at the time of recording of this video, which is Tuesday night at about 20 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's look at some sales. This is just PSA 10, 1990 Marvel stuff. Here's the other there's 2 Spider-Man cards in that set. This one went for $342 with a chipped corner. Wasn't chipped bad, but it was definitely chipped. You scroll down here and, a lot of these are in the 50s, 60s. There's plenty over 100, 127, 330 for a Human Torch, 225 for a Ghost Rider. And these are auctions. A lot of these are auctions. Where's the big one at? There's one particular card out of Series 1. Here's Dr. Doom for 320. A Wolverine patch for 255. Venom for 300. Anyone? Where's the big one? Here it is. This is the one everyone wants. Stan Lee, the Godfather of Marvel. This was listed for $1,400. It sold for $900 in a PSA 10. Pop on all this stuff is extremely low. So what's the best way to get them? Sealed wax. So the graded prices of these are driving up the sealed wax prices as people are gobbling them up to rip them and grade, is my guess, is what's happening. Also, I have no idea what the print runs were on this stuff. I'm sure it's massive. These were sold in like every grocery store, convenience store, gas station in the world, or at least in the United States. These things were everywhere. Every mom and pop grocery store in my neighborhood had them. I could get a pack when I went to checkout, or my mom went to checkout. But I'm still guessing now, 31 years later and 30 years later on the other one, that the amount of sealed boxes of these laying around cannot be astronomical, especially of the Series 1. And the Series 2 stuff, PSA 10, also sells pretty well. Here's some of this stuff. Here's a Vision for 95. Here's the Avengers team for 100. What else do we got here? Another Venom for 160. I guess this is not his rookie card. Here's a Wolverine for 217. Just kind of scrolling through here, seeing if anything else catches my eye that is high priced. I mean, you see a lot in the 20s, 50s, 60s, 70s of this. But so now we're back to November. I did not scroll that far. We're on listing 36. So here's this Wolverine, $65 in November. The same card, where was that? Just sold for, just had it. Yeah, 217, January 17th, right here. Look right back here. December 2nd, $36. Up to 217 in a month. A little over a month. Basically anything old, low pop, and in a PSA slab are going crazy right now. And in my opinion, this was only a matter of time before this stuff took off with what everything else is doing. Marvel is obviously one of the most popular IPs in the world. There is tons of nostalgia for this stuff. That's why I bought a box to rip. You know, I bought one to rip and I ended up not ripping it, luckily enough. Then I doubled down and bought some more Series 2. You know, I got 2 boxes of Series 2 and a box of Series 1. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. Wish I bought a lot more, but I'll take it. You know, part of me says, man, I should sell that box of Marvel for $1,000 right now. That is a massive return. But, and I usually don't get into quote unquote PC stuff very much, but the collector side of me really gnaws at me on this one and doesn't want to let it go because of the childhood memories assigned to this stuff. I mean, this was my age 10 to 13, 14-ish, especially 10, 11, 12. The amount of time I spent collecting Series 1 and Series 2 was insane. I got into it big when Series 2 came out and then backtracked and picked up Series 1 and had the binders with them all in there. I have them. They're right behind me, but I just don't have room on the table to lay them out. Going to flea markets with my grandfather and tracking them down at the flea market tables and picking up the ones that I was missing. You know, not even having a checklist. You just knew the entire set in your head and which ones you were missing. So the nostalgia vibe here is really high. If I was going to rip one, it would probably be the Series 2, or sell one, it would be the Series 2 because I have 2 boxes of them. But for right now, I'm holding strong. Part of the reason behind that is PSA being so backed up. It's not like you could just rip this thing, send them off, and PSA is going to get them back to you real quick. Now, you know, is Marvel stuff going to go down? Who knows? It's spiked up in a month. It could easily spike down in a month. And this stuff is extremely low population. So as part of the demand, because the pop counts are super low on this. I mean, we're talking single digits on a lot of this stuff. You know, what happens when people buy all this wax and start ripping it and sending it in for grading, plus turnaround time on grading, et cetera, et cetera. Who knows what the market looks like in 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months when you get your stuff back. The other thing I don't know is how well these come out of the packs in terms of grading. I'm sure it's pretty good. I think the biggest issue with them is centering. Most of them have 4 borders, which, as you know, from like optic and stuff, can make for extremely tough grades. But yeah, Marvel graded cards are on fire right now, and they are taking the sealed stuff right along with it. One of my best investments this year, Marvel sealed wax. If you told me that when I bought it, I'd tell you were crazy. Now, I thought it was a decent investment. I did not expect it to go this crazy. I did not expect it to be 10x in under a year. No chance, no how. I thought maybe it would double or triple at most within the next year or two, even. But yeah, little nostalgia trip and a nice profit off of it. Now, I don't know if it will be a nice profit because I don't know that I'll realize the profit. Yes, it went up, but unless you sell it, you didn't really get the profit from it. And this could easily crash back down again. Who the hell knows? But what do you guys have any cool non-sports card investments that you're into like this, comic book stuff or otherwise? You know, maybe it's a lot of people are probably going to say Pokemon, but that was not my thing. I was a Magic the Gathering guy back in the day. So I did not get into Pokemon. I looked down on the Pokemon players, little kids playing Pokemon, Magic for the adults. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's a little bit different from normal. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Like, comment, sub, all that jazz. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.